I was actually trying to get back into Lost Ark recently. They did like a server merge and stuff a couple days ago, and or I not a couple days ago. I don't know when they did it, but I logged in a couple days ago, and that's what I saw. And a lot has changed. It looks like I am curious what their opinion is as well, but I will give mine while this goes, and you're gonna notice whether or not uh, it's gonna be worth playing this like ever again. To be honest,
How's it going, guys? Copy here.
how's it
Today I want
going?
to talk
How's
about
it
Lost
going,
Ark. This is
dudes?
a game I haven't played in about a year, and
Oh, my
I
back.
felt like coming back just because I had seen some friends playing some stuff, and there's been a lot of new stuff because it's been over a year since I played, and I was very happy to find
Yeah, it's
out
been
that
about
they've
a year or
actually
two
made
for me too.
quite a few big changes to the game to alleviate a lot of the issues that I had with the game when I originally left.
I wonder what
So,
his problems were.
when I quit playing at the time, I think I had what almost 5,000 hours played.
5,000 hours? How can you play it so much? That's crazy. I mean, the game was good, right? I have like I have some of the achievements that's like 0.01% or something, which I thought was pretty cool that I was even able to get those. But like I realized while playing this game for a while, there's just too many menus. And what's worse is when I got back into the game, there was even more menus. There was menus on top of the menus for the menus. Like, why? It's becoming like Shadow Legends, where it's just menus and menus on top of it, letting you know that there's menus for that in order to help you for menus for that. It's like, oh boy. And not only that, but for me, I got so many items when I logged back in as a returning player that like it filled up my inventory and my storage and maxed out like my card collection stuff to the point where like I had to sort through all those too. I'm just sitting there for like 2 or 3 hours doing that before I just gave up. I literally uninstalled already, but I'm hoping maybe he can show me something that'll make me reinstall again.
Something like that. That was, over a very short amount of time. I was playing this game pretty much full time. Pushing 10 hours a day, something crazy like that.
Crazy,
Um,
crazy, 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 crazy,
and
crazy, crazy, crazy,
yeah, I
crazy.
was doing the full thing that almost everyone else did who was playing a Lost Ark.
Yeah, you would
Is
make
you
alts.
had 10 or 11 characters, or 9 characters, or however many, and you were doing your dailies and everything on every single character every single day,
Yeah, you
and
could
you're
see
doing
where it
everything you
gets
can
kind
to
of tough.
maximize the money that you're getting out of your characters. Um, they have made some adjustments to like your again. They already had made the changes for gold earning characters to where it capped it at 6 to try to limit how many characters you felt like you needed to play.
Yep.
They've also compressed things a bit even more. So in regards to the actual raid bosses themselves, they have actually made a lot of them shorter. So if you were familiar
These are so cool.
with
They changed it and it looks so
like
nice.
Vicus, for example, she used to be 3 gates. They've
Oh,
lowered her to only being 2. So they removed
I didn't
the
even get to do this fight. Like, I literally quit before this one. But, oh, am I right? She looks nice.
one, so you just have the 2 different phases of fighting Vicus, and that's it. And then same with Belshazzar. These used to be 6 wings, or 6 gates rather, and they've lowered this down to 4. And for the most part, if you're just doing it for money, what everyone does is they just end up doing the first 3
I
because
like the new
those are the ones that
I like the new layout for this thing. It looks nice.
don't take a
The
significant
pop
amount
out.
of time and effort. Um, and then same goes with like the Econ raid. I came right back doing this. I was able to do this with my guild. I learned the fight pretty quickly, and it was a good amount of fun. It was nice
I
to
didn't even get to do his fight
enjoy
either.
some new content that wasn't extremely time consuming and extremely punishing like Belshazzar, where like one person messes up and you wipe everyone. They tried to move away from that with
I personally think, like, besides him talking about, like, the raid and stuff, Another reason that they need to work on like the menus and UI and whatnot and all the items is a lot of players are quitting the game right now, and you think that just throwing items at them is gonna make them come back. No, you're gonna have to like actually optimize the game core mechanics of like how they interact with items and whatnot, because as it stands, even if they do come back, they're just gonna uninstall again because you're just giving them so much stuff and be like, okay, I want you to use all this before you even play, and you're just like, but I just came on so to play and see if I like the game, not be told to do all this stuff so I can actually play the game. It's such a tragic thing that they're doing that. So I'm hoping they can figure out some way to change that.
Belshazzar, just because of the fact that it was making things really, really hard on groups and really hard on public groups.
Yeah, she's giving
Things
everyone
like
a
that.
hard on.
Um, so, the biggest thing that I would say is a reason to maybe check out the game again now if you wanted to. They've also made some other changes as well. So, Guardian raids, you only do one of these per day now instead of two.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
again, that's half the amount of time you're spending doing dailies for Guardians.
Another thing, dailies and whatnot, they when you return to the game, the problem is they give you like 14 or so days on these like potions, and you get so many of them, and it's to be able to do these raids repeatedly so you can accumulate and farm. But the fact that they put a time limit on it is like they're kind of like telling you you need to get your stuff done like ASAP and catch up using these items. You don't get a chance to go do anything else. You have to do this now, kind of thing. And it's just such a bad way to welcome back a player.
And then
It's peer pressure.
yeah, they've also combined cube and like boss rush, things like that.
Peer pressure works if they have no escape. But guess what? We can just hit Alt F4. That's an escape. So they should really change their formula.
That those have also been combined. They've made a
The
lot
cube
of
is
different
actually one of
things
my
that are
favorite
all
fights
roster
stuff.
bound now instead of character bound. So I found that really, really nice when I came back. When I did come back as well, there are a couple of events that are going on right now. When I had quit playing the game, I was waiting for this Aeromancer character. And luckily, when I came back, there is a couple different events going on right now. There is a Makoko,
There's always a Makoko event.
Power Pass, basically. And
Oh,
that thing that goes
Makoko
on,
Pass,
it allows
okay.
you to get... you basically use the Super Makoko Express thing here that runs until July 17th, which will basically very quickly push a character to 1580. Even a brand new, fresh character.
This is nice. And it'd be also nice if they kind of pop this out in the beginning and not like keep it in the corner kind of thing.
So this character didn't exist. It gives you the power passes in order to basically immediately push it to the Elgacia content. And then you can do this. This will push it to 1580. And then there's also this honing event mission here called... there's these accelerated missions here for basically pushing various content. As well as there's one called Descend into Darkness that I ended up doing on my main character, which helps push you up to 1620 for Thamine. So when I quit, I came back to the game. I had basically nothing. I had, like 2,000 gold because I had spent everything I had trying to basically pushing for Belshazzar hard. We did Belshazzar hard, and then once we did it, I was like, okay.
You know what though? I didn't do that because I knew if I quit and come back, I would be given armor that can already let me go in there. I already knew stuff like that was gonna happen, so that's why I was like, I'm just gonna chill back here and watch those people grind because they want to get it done ASAP. I'm only here for the journey. So that's kind of how I did it. The only problem with the way I did it is the fact that like there's too many items now. I literally have too much on me. It's like the person that has too much money and they don't know what to do with it. But they're told that they have to spend it all at once or else they die, right? It's like a situation similar to that where it's like you're being peer pressured into having to try to get it done as soon as possible. It's terrible. On top of like you're constantly like getting stuff as well.
Well, I got the
They're
kill
just
I wanted
sneaking
out
in
of that.
items,
I
being
don't
like,
really feel like
I,
waiting
I hear you're
6
running low on
months for
items.
arrow, and then I
Here,
basically
psst,
just quit
take
playing and I
this.
quit raiding and stuff. So, um, yeah. With the different events that are going on right now, if you are someone who did play the game and you want to come back and check it back out, they've added again a lot of new stuff. There is also another event.
They added skill levels, by the way, since the last time I played. So I can change skills from like 1 to 4 or 5, which makes them much more powerful. And I think that was actually pretty cool. But also, I feel like they should have just put that for all the skills, to be honest.
um, Specifically for
Not
doing
choose
world
a skill.
completion, where they will give you the credit for having completed every like full world completion by just completing a portion of it
In
now.
fact, they shouldn't even have the level system. They should just buff the skills.
I can't pull it up on my screen because I ended up doing it earlier, but um, yeah, I was pleasantly surprised to see that, you know, for the last, there were quite a few different things that I didn't finish, but I only had a few things to do in order to basically complete it, in order to get this like jump started kind of credit towards it, towards getting like your again your like world completion stuff here. Let me see if I can remember even how to pull these up here. The Adventurer's Tome, I think this one here. So it didn't give you the actual credit specifically for like the rapport or anything like that, but it gave you the rewards that you would get for these, for a lot of these. Not the Ignia tokens, but it gave you like a lot of the other rewards that you get, like these like Merchant Guild invitations.
But you see what I mean? Like, you notice we're like halfway through the video and he's only been going through menus and stuff. Like, you're literally gonna just be going through menus for like the first couple of hours, sorting through items.
Things like this, and like the skill points, the things for the boats and things like that. So yeah, I found it very helpful. Again, there's another little event thing going on right now with this Chaos Assault thing that you can do once a day per account.
I think the biggest turnoff about this is the fact, like, imagine you're working a 9 to 5 job, or longer, shorter, whatever. You come home and you're like, I want to try Lost Ark again. You already have it downloaded. That's one step done. Or it takes that night. So you're like, I'll try it some other day. You go back to work. Then you come back. You log into Lost Ark after work. And you'd be like, okay. And then you're just like sorting through your menu. You only have like an hour a day, right? Or maybe less, maybe more. Just by barely. It's going to take maybe 2 or 3 days for you to actually start playing the game. It's so tragic. It's starting to feel more like a, what's it called? The game is starting to feel more like life instead. You have to basically drop your life in order to play. And I hate that.
They also have these Wishful Ember things that can kind of drop. They're just like extra little material boosts.
I mean,
for
every game is like
character,
that. You have
so
to drop your life to play.
they've definitely made
Supposedly.
it a lot easier to come back. Like I came back and I felt
But this one's just
extremely,
very big on that.
I felt extremely overwhelmed with how much stuff that there was, because it's like, oh, there's a ton of new stuff. Like I'm not really gonna feel comfortable or know what to do. But very very quickly, just basically pulling myself back up into the game, I was able to just realize like a lot of the stuff that is around, it's just events. There's also this Arc Pass that's going on right now for even more mats. So I came back expecting, being like, okay, I'll mess around with it. I'll see how long it's actually going to take me to get up to where my friends are at. And it's, very, very quickly I noticed there's a ton of free mats that are going on right now. As well as if you had an older account, anything that, any of the things that they gave away while you weren't even playing, you get them all still. So anything that you missed, as long as your account existed, there was a ton of rewards in here, like a year's worth of rewards and like offers and boxes and everything they gave me. So I mean, I went through and I've used everything just because I was using it to push this character, but it was very is very very helpful to here. You know what? I guess we'll help this guy go do his conga that he wants
You know
to
what
do.
I'm thinking? They could have totally solved this much faster if they just straight up gave you the armor that's already upgraded, so you don't have to upgrade it yourself. But then again, they're just sending mail, which makes it understandable because those are just accumulated items. So it makes sense the way they're doing it. But also, I kind of wish for like the returning players, like depending on how long you're gone and like when you enter, they already have like a roadmap of like what items you should get then and there, which they kind of technically do, but I think they need to improve upon that because right now it's too many things and it takes too long to do. Even he was mentioning about it, so
To do. He wants some help. We'll give him some help. This will be a good thing to kind of finish the video off with, and then
so
we'll
now
take
he's
it
just
from
gonna help
there.
out in the fight. That's not important for us, so we're not gonna do that. If you guys want to see that, remember the original is gonna be down in the description, so go ahead and check that out. I don't know. Are you guys gonna try this game out, or I mean, if you try out the game, right? If you're new and then you play, none of this problem's gonna matter to you because you're gonna be doing it every single moment of every single time, and it's not all the stuff at once. But for returning players, you're gonna have to be prepared to get like hit with multiple rocks all at once because it's so many items. I don't know. Are you guys gonna come back to the game? Me personally, this did not convince me. Like the question that he put in this title, is it worth playing again? Wasn't really answered, but I'm sure maybe it's probably answered like if I continued watching to like the end over here. But I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Enjoyed my thoughts and opinion of the game. And yeah, I'll see you guys later with probably not more of Lost Ark. If there's something else you want me to cover, let me know. All right, peace.